Mets and Blue Jays fans didn't lose Kyle Tucker because their teams lacked money. They lost him because the Dodgers controlled the process. This wasn't a last-second bidding war or a surprise pivot. It was a calculated outcome shaped by timing, structure, and competitive certainty. By the time other contenders realized what mattered most, Los Angeles had already closed the door. The numbers explain why Tucker became the prize. He entered the market off a season with a 149 WRC+, 5.5 fWAR, and an OPS near .890, while adding positive defensive value in right field. At age 27, that profile represents peak leverage, MVP-level production with low variance. When teams value wins at roughly $8 to $9 million per WAR, Tucker's on-field impact alone clears $45 million annually before postseason leverage or revenue effects enter the equation. That is franchise anchor territory. Why this matters now is timing. In the National League, the gap between a division title and a wild card spot has recently been just a few wins. Tucker's 5 to 6 WAR profile doesn't merely add offense, it stabilizes seasons. Fewer dead innings, fewer prolonged slumps, and fewer nights where elite pitching steals games. Over 162 games, that reliability quietly tilts standings and increases playoff probability before any trade deadline moves are made. The contrast with the Mets and Blue Jays is stark. New York could offer financial muscle, but recent seasons exposed how fragile returns become when elite spending isn't paired with continuity and depth. Toronto's case was more subtle, but just as limiting. The Blue Jays live in a narrow competitive band where one elite bat can swing outcomes, yet their offensive ecosystem requires stars to elevate rather than compound results. Los Angeles offered the opposite, a lineup where Tucker's skill set multiplies value instead of compensating for gaps. Historical comparisons reinforce the decision. Tucker's age 27 production mirrors the point where players like Mookie Betts became championship accelerants rather than roster saviors. Betts joined an optimized system and immediately saw efficiency, visibility, and postseason impact rise together. Other stars who chased maximum guarantees into less stable environments often waited years for similar returns. Era-adjusted context matters too. In a high-velocity, high-strikeout league, Tucker's blend of plate discipline, contact quality, and defense is rarer and more scalable than pure power. The deeper context is organizational. The Dodgers operate above the highest luxury tax tiers, but avoid the dead money and roster fragility that trap other big spenders. Rule changes amplify that advantage. The shift band boosts disciplined left-handed hitters, the pitch clock accelerates pitcher fatigue, and larger bases marginally enhance smart base running. Tucker benefits from all three. Dodger Stadium's recent neutrality further supports his gap-to-gap approach. What looks like big market gravity is actually structural clarity. Looking ahead, the implications are decisive. Projection systems still place Tucker in the 5 to 6 WAR range for several seasons. For Los Angeles, that raises playoff odds immediately and sustains a championship window without sacrificing flexibility. For the Mets and Blue Jays, missing out forces higher risk pivots, either aggressive trades or accelerated timelines with thinner margins. League-wide, the lesson is clear. Elite players are choosing ecosystems where value compounds fastest. In the end, the Dodgers didn't steal Kyle Tucker by outspending rivals. They outbuilt them. Money opened the door, but structure closed the deal. And as more stars follow this logic, the real challenge for the rest of baseball won't be matching offers, it will be matching competence.